To Yankees fans, George Steinbrenner was not just the team's owner, but a Yankee legend. He died this morning of a heart attack. And it should really come as no surprise that his passing comes on a day when all sports' eyes are on baseball because of tonight's All-Star game. Sandra Hughes reports from Los Angeles.
At Angel Stadium, Yankee All-Stars just wanted to talk about the boss.
I feel like he's raised the bar around baseball.
It's tough because he's more than just an owner to me. You know, he's a friend of mine, and he will be deeply missed.
And at Mickey Mantle's Sports Bar in Manhattan, fans shared their thoughts.
He had such an imprint on the Yankees as a team and all the fans also.
As owner of the New York Yankees, Steinbrenner took a losing team in 1973 and made it into a billion-dollar franchise. Bucky Dent played for Steinbrenner in the 70s and later worked for him as a manager.
He was flamboyant, he was a winner, and he was a guy that demanded an awful lot from his players and his organization if you worked for him.
As anyone here in Anaheim at the All-Star game would tell you, Steinbrenner didn't care if his players liked him, but he did want the best on his team, and he paid them big bucks. He was criticized for upping the salaries of major league players.
I know he told me a number of times, you know, I don't like to give these guys a lot of money, but I'm not breaking any rule or law, so if I have a chance to win, I'm going to do it.
His antics cost him. He was suspended from baseball twice, but today, none of that seems to matter.
The opportunity to play for the boss and the family was something that was second to none.
George Steinbrenner had just celebrated his 80th birthday on the 4th of July. Sandra Hughes, CBS News.
As for Major League Baseball's All-Star game, that's still going on out in Anaheim, California. A 3-run double by Atlanta's Brian McCann in the top of the 7th puts the National League up 3-1. The National League trying to snap a 12-game winless streak stretching back to 1997. But right now, in the bottom of the 8th, it remains 3-1. The winning league gets home field advantage for the World Series. The X's traded for another bat to add offensive power. Ernie Banks they picked up. He had 19 home runs last year for the Washington Wild Things of the Independent Frontier League. The X's opening a 3-game series against the first-place Sioux Falls Pheasants, hoping to add some offensive punch tonight. X's fans loving KMEG, and KMEG, of course, loving X's fans back. Top of the first, Reggie Abercrombie hits a drive out to center and apparently didn't get the scouting report on T.J. Bond's cannon of an arm, as Abercrombie is gunned out at second. To the bottom of the second, where Ray Serrano drives it over the fence in left center to cut the Pheasants' lead to 2-1. Ray Serrano just 1 for 4 tonight, but he made his one count as a big bopper, Serrano's 3rd homer of the year. Now in the top of the 3rd, Trevor Lawhorn answers with a 3-run jack, putting Sioux Falls back up now, 6-1. But this night was a good one for the X's T.J. Bond. Bond's 9th home run of the season. He was 3 for 5 tonight, including this shot when he just pummels the ball out of the park for a 2-run homer, cutting the lead to 6-3. Pheasants hold on to win, though, by a final of 8-6. Banks debuted tonight as the X's DH, going 2 for 5. He hit .343 last year for the Washington Wild Things. X's picked him up from the Southern Illinois minors for a player to be named later. Still no word on whether Brett Favre will return to play for a second year for the Minnesota Vikings. However, an article in a small Mississippi newspaper's website shed some perspective. Both he and the Vikings had great success last season. Favre had ankle surgery this offseason, and as we have come to expect, he is keeping his plans for the upcoming season a secret. According to an article on the website HattiesburgAmerican.com, Favre was throwing the football Monday with local high school players at a closed practice at Oak Grove High School in Mississippi. According to the article, Favre did not talk to the media, so his future remains a mystery, but we would expect nothing less. Finally, tonight we head out to the track for this week's Cookies racing results. Raceway Park in Jefferson, South Dakota Sunday, and 2-man cruisers. Bill Vogt and Pat Vogt take the flag, and Hornets Neil Reynolds the winner. Hobby stocks went to Craig Clift. On to Sport Modifieds, where R.J. Merchant crossed the line first. Stock Cars Jason Ward was number 1. Modified Sunday at Raceway Park, Chris Abelson wins. Park Jefferson Speedway now in Jefferson, South Dakota. Modifieds Harvey Vanderweerd. 360s went to Cameron Vanderweerd. Stock cars Mitch Dowhauer took the flag. Hobbies winner John Kane, and the Hornets' Tim Cass was number 1. And two-man cruisers at Park Jefferson Speedway winners were Anthony Boulware and Brady Wenslop. And this weekend, the races at Buena Vista Raceway in Alta, Iowa were rained out.
All right, we're going to see if any more races will be rained out right after this. We're back.